Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Munich, the city that many would consider with justification to be the footballing capital of the land. And the Allianz Arena, you have to say, is the most fitting of venues for such a grand city. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. And he welcomes it in. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him. And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. And that has been knocked clear. There's the hit! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Swept in. Gerrard. Hernes. First quarter of an hour gone. He's in plenty of space here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Fires from distance. Wan-Bissaka clips it so gently.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Lovely bit of skill. Wan-Bissaka. Now the ball's gone astray. Cannavaro gets rid without sophistication. Law. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Rummenigge. Schmeichel claims it.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, delightful ball. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Rummenigge. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Well, anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Brescia have their second corner now. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And now a sudden chance to counter. He is through here. Rummenigge. He's free. Shapes to shoot. Oh, he hit that sweetly. The muscular approach does pay off here. Now that's well seen too. And there's the end of the first half. Well, as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And the action is back on the way. So neither side has yet broken through. Messi, he has found the way through. Oh, shooting chance! What a wonderful goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Fiddles it through. Law. It's a mighty effort! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Defending of the desperate variety. Law. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vieira.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Yaya Toure. Brescia are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Gets his pass away. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And he's gone looking for safety. It's gone out for a throw-in. Vieira. Brescia applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Oh, super ball! Rummenigge gets flagged offside.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And it's Nedved. That's a fabulous ball. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
1-0 as we head towards the end. Law, and he was alert to it. Well, there's the clearance. And the finish! It's there! Dying minutes, and we're all square again! That was easy, almost too easy.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Aimed in towards the centre. And that's been won straight back. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And it's Messi. And he's been shifted off it. Threads one in.
This is the time you need that pace.
Very nicely done.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly. They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, super find. And he's heaved it away. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Tony Adams. Now, there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
And he's intervened well there. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's got tall. Just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Schneider. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. And here's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Rummenigge, no way through, so back it comes.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's there to retrieve it. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. It's Eto'o! Marvellous goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer. Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Rummenigge, and he's onside. He's got away. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. And we hit half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. He's had a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. True Bangkok United with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. And he cuts out the supply. Long ball by the goalkeeper.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Can he get it through? And it's played forward. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Played back in. And he thumps it clear. Schneider, your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's managed to get free. Can he finish?
True Bangkok United are definitely going about this the right way.
There is. He's through. It's one-on-one. Rummenigge! And he's gone looking for safety. Diaz. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And that has put paid to that. Looking for the runner. Shapes to shoot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
True Bangkok United are looking to go forward now. 1-0 as we head towards the end. And here's Nedved. Quality ball. Nice sequence of passes, this. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but... And Hullet!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Hullet! Hullet! And that is the last effort of the game. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, clean sheet.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Munich, the city that many would consider with justification to be the footballing capital of the land. And the Allianz Arena, you have to say, is the most fitting of venues for such a grand city. We have already started here. Oh, what a climb! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Kaká.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
And it's Yaya Toure. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, a player I've been looking at for quite a while now, Peter, is this guy, Bastoni. He's always impressed me with the way he's gone about his game. He's physically dominant, he's very intelligent in his reading of the game and his positioning, and he's also now very confident in his possession and what he can deliver up the pitch.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Mbappe! And now they can clear their lines. Kimmich. This is promising. Now it's Milinkovic-Savic. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Interesting ball. Now it's Mbappe. Well, they've got it again. Bellingham. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Wan-Bissaka does well to get it back. Dink through. He's in here!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh no, what has happened here? That's a throw. Oh, it's a promising build-up. And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And he's managed to get rid. Oh, well played. And now they can spring out of defence. Great position here. Caught offside that time. Now that's well seen too. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Kimmich. It's a promising position. Drilled in low. And the first 45 minutes are up. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half. And the shot! And that has fair fizzed. It's their second corner of the game. Vardiol clears. And that's a throw-in. They want to be... Has another go! Cleared away. Oh, and one more try! What a wonderful goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
Well, there's the clearance. Milinkovic-Savic. Owen. Milinkovic-Savic. And that's gone loose. No luck with that dink over the top. And he's there to get it away. Oh, easy pickings there. Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front. That's what has to be done now. No question about it.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just...
Messi! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
And he's gone looking for safety. And the keeper's got it again. And they're back on the ball again. Rummenigge. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Thuram can get it clear. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. Rummenigge. Throw in. That's well blocked, and back out it comes.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Fernando Torres. He is just caressing the ball. No way through there.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Milinkovic-Savic. And it's Hullet. Fernando Torres. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them, they upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. It really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all had a shot. Decent enough try.
Szoboszlai just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He has found the way through.
Oh, great feat, that.
Salah. Schmeichel deals with it effortlessly. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Bruno Fernandes is the modern-day Portuguese maestro, and I really like him for his character as well, something that's not picked up on very much. I see him as a player who always goes about his business with conviction and authority, and a proper leader.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Yaya Toure. Kaká, and that has left him in a heap. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Still goalless. And here's Eto'o. And it's Salah. No, he's had it taken off him. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rummenigge. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And we have our very first corner. Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
No, that's been intercepted. Wan-Bissaka, very much a man of this moment. And he's intervened well there. And he's quick to get it clear again. The sides separated then just by that one unfortunate moment. 1-0 the score. Rummenigge, and here's Eto. Eto! He's got a goal! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
You know, what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And the first half is done.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's burst through. It's Salah! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, that was vital. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. That's a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Yaya Toure. Kaka. Stood up well to him there. Salah. Mohamed Salah making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, that's fabulous. Gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Rummenigge. Wilshere. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Time then for the first substitution of the game. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Messi. Fernando Torres. Now this could be a chance. Well, the defence proved he's having a go. They want to be quick to recover this. Chooses to go back. Nedved. Oh, important interception. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And that should get the job done. The final 5 minutes. Oh, this looks sharp. He's gone forward. Messi. And he's had it nicked away.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And he's managed to get rid. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Saka! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Up he goes! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
And De Bruyne! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This is their second corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. De Bruyne! Now, who's going to be first to this? De Bruyne. And here's De Bruyne. And it's Eto'o. Oh, that's well spotted. And here's Saka. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Bruno Fernandes. That is a great pick out. Oh, that was vital.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
De Bruyne. Messi. Eto'o. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Messi. And he was alert to it. Rummenigge is flagged offside. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Batistuta. Vieira. And that is a little undercooked. Maldini can get it clear. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Rummenigge. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, he's onto this. Oh, well played, well played. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, no joy this time. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. And he's intervened well there. Bruno Fernandes is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Nielsen. He can run onto that. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority.
Big chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
And he's being shifted off it. And it's Eto'o. Rummenigge. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Now that's well seen too. Mohamed Salah is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's found a way through.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And Iker Casillas somehow saves it. Gets his pass away. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Maldini with the clearance. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Stoichkov. great shapes to shoot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And he's picked out the run. Oh, super ball. He can get that clear. No, that's been intercepted. Mohamed Salah is onto this. Bergkamp. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, there's the clearance.
Inter can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Casillas attempts a clearance. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but real chance! In he goes again! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort at times. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Marc-Andre ter Stegen.
Rummenigge! Guti. It's run loose here. Now White. De Bruyne. Musiala.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
And it's Guti. Guti showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. White gets across to intercept that. Toure receives it in a wide position. Rummenigge has a go! It's in! There is the breakthrough! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's on his way! And he's there to belt it away. Aimed beyond the defence. And the shot! Really well taken goal. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Eto'o demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So that's 2 now without reply.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
De Bruyne. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, they can break here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Guti. And it's Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, easy pickings there. That's a sharp pass. Musiala. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Eto'o. Neatly clipped into space. Now that's well seen too. Oh, what a ball! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Toure does really well to win the ball there. Irwin. And we hit half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia! Now, who's going to be first to this? De Bruyne. Now it's Haaland. Kvaratskhelia. Great defending, strong and determined. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. That's very neat. Kvaratskhelia going face-to-face with his... Kvaratskhelia! Another save. Cafu. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Some resolute defending there. Costa Curta. Guti. Casemiro. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Haaland. Musiala. Wan-Bissaka can get it clear. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now this could be a chance. Gets his pass away. And that has been cut short. Musiala. Great work on the overlap. He's got tall. Goal! Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
He's got away.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Passes short and sharp. And he's straight offside.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Haaland. He's through here. Great hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? And the shot! It's in for the pieces! Oh, taken with style! Dying minutes, and we're all square again! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And that will be the final act. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Yaya Toure claiming... Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Mbappe! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Vieira kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Messi. Kimmich. Pedri. Kaka. Now that's well seen too. Olise. Looking for the runner. Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Vinicius Junior. Deftly away.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea...
He's had a hit! He has done it! They have come roaring back!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Kimmich. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Koundé, 15 minutes till half-time. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yaya Toure. And that's been won straight back. Olise, nicely aimed pass. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Eto'o. Messi. Some good work on the right flank here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Passing is crisp and sharp. Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Mbappe, can he put it away? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
This possibly the last play of the half. Cleared without hesitation. And the whistle goes for half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. So your views on the first half?
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football. I'm really hopeful of more of the same in this second half.
Olise! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Pedri, Mbappe, and the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. gently done. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vinicius Junior.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Eto'o. Rummenigge. That's a fact. Now the finish!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Vinicius Junior. That looks a good ball through. Kaká! And he comes up trumps again. And it's Messi. And he's picked out the run. Costa Curta. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Real chance. Chance! It's in! And they get themselves in front! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He won't be happy with that one. And here's Hullet. And here's Nedved. Costa Curta. That's good play. Decent progress down the left. And that was asking just too much of him. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Maldini gets it clear.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's got the shot away! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And one more try! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And that is as far as it goes. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And already we're underway here. And that is as far as they're going to go. And that's been won straight back. And they can counter here. Pass is just off target. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers. Don't concede the opener.
It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise. Roberto Baggio! And he gets rid in a hurry. Messi. Konate kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rummenigge. He's away! There's no flag! And he's quick to get it clear again. And here's Eto'o. Yaya Toure. And here's Messi. Saka.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Can he put it away? It's off target and by quite a way.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
And it's Baggio. Serginho. He's found a way through. Kaka. And they're quick to get it back. Rudiger. Vieira. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. He could be in here. He's found a way through. Let's shot a goal! Marvellous goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Eto'o unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's managed to get free. It's Bale! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. So your views on the first half?
Peter, this is far from a lost cause. Yes, they've been hit once by a pacey opposition, but they've asserted more control and look capable.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Messi. Corner given. And we have our very first corner. Kaká plays it short. Kaká. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Ricky Puig does well to get it back. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Messi. Oh, he's trying to skip past. There's the shot! Really well taken goal. A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So that's chance to finish. And that's off target.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kaká! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Messi with the short. And now the hit! Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. He's got away. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Passing is crisp and sharp. Kvaratskhelia. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He might be in here!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, that's fabulous. Vinicius Junior. Lovely feet. And he's been shifted off it. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Looks for the finish. Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Kvaratskhelia. And that's another good win of the ball. Casemiro. Costa Curta. And we're done. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. So what do you take away from it all? Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. The action has already started. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Has a go! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So, a breakthrough already. Aim forwards. Costa Curta. Vieira. Kaká gets into some space. Oh, that's fabulous. He's dealt with that really well. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Haaland. He's a Haaland! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Haaland has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Out to the left it goes. João Cancelo does well to get it back. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Messi. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's Bellingham! Loose ball now, and there's a chance. It's fallen kindly here! And that is wildly off target.
Manchester United just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Yamal. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary...
And the shot! And that was very necessary. Kaká. Not the most accurate pass. Adams with the clearance. Kaká. Kaká. Lovely feet. João Cancelo, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Shot. Rummenigge! It's in! And with that goal comes comfort. How'd you look back on that goal?
Yeah, and anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off? Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's there to retrieve it. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Costa Curta. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
That's good play from him.
Kaká. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A two-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. So we're just settling back into this second half. Maldini. Vieira. Yaya Toure. Bastoni did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And they're quick to get it back. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Neatly clipped into space. Now it's Messi. Can he finish? They are rampant. And the lead is 3. It is surely done. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then because they just lost sight of the real danger.
A case now of complete control. Oh, easy pickings there.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Messi. That is good alertness. Eto'o, he's picked his way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, here's a chance! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Bastoni gets it away. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Yamal, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
João Cancelo spots it and intercepts. And he can clear it away. Kvaratskhelia. Costa Curta. De Bruyne.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that has put paid to that. Out for a throw. And that's definitely not his best.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He is through. Great chance! Lacking in accuracy. Maldini. That's Vieira. Nice interception, well timed. Yaya Toure. So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. And that will be it. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, down the years, of course, Argentina have produced some of the greatest striking talent ever, and Gabriel Batistuta embodies that.
Yeah, he does. And in terms of out-and-out goal-scoring centre-forwards, I can't recall much better.
So you fancy him to score today?
I would think there's an extreme...
Had a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post! Xavi Alonso. Griezmann. Messi. He is through here. Batistuta! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, he's been caught napping. Played in by Roberto Carlos. That's really well cleared. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Griezmann. Passes short and sharp. Perez. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Messi. And Messi! So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Now who's going to be first to this? That is good pressure. Just hounded him off it. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Vieira is offering some sort of an apology there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Oh, and he's through the middle. Griezmann. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Shifted upfield, and he was quick to react. Always onto this. Maldini gets it clear. Yaya Toure. And he's picked out the run. Rummenigge. Looking for the run. Yaya Toure! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Heracles have the chance to go the other way. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And we've reached half-time. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Roberto Carlos is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Yaya Toure. Now it's Messi. Now it's Eto'o. Kaká. He's had a hit! They want to be quick to... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Xavi Alonso, well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. That is good alertness. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Roberto Carlos. Nicked it back promptly. And it's Messi. Look at the space here. Griezmann.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Eto'o! He scores! Finally the breakthrough!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Adams attempts a clearance. Casemiro.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And here's Owen. The message is clear, none shall pass. In comes the corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Messi with the short one. Deftly away. And it's Hullet. Now it's Owen. Great hit! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Can he get it through? Chance! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. Owen. Deep into stoppage time. And that's that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway. That's a little off target. Olise powering forward here. And he's been shifted off it. Oh, easy pickings there. It's a quick ball upfield. Van Bouten cuts it out. Olise. Nice bit of trickery. Oh, that's fabulous. It's loose now and they want to get it back. That is a great ball. Musiala! Loose ball now and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now he wants to get in on the act here.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Bayern Munich with the corner. They're first. Olise goes short. Olise has a look inside the box. It's a mighty effort! Goal! Bayern Munich! Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Plays a sharp little ball here. Saliba wins the duel this time. Kimmich. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mudryk proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen.
He's had a hit! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Look, I'm sure that silencing the crowd would have been mentioned in the dressing room beforehand. And just listen.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bayern Munich leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Musiala. Mane.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Out of play for a throw. Rummenigge. Lizarazu. Bayern Munich are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Beckenbauer. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Oh, this looks sharp. It's just beyond his reach. Musiala. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, easy pickings there. Rummenigge.
Bayern Munich couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Mudryk. Mudryk is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Coman. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Mane. Decent progress down the left. That's tidy. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Great ball, and he tries a shot! And he hits the net! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say! An act of charity gratefully received.